welcome and welcome back to my channel. It's Melanie, or some of you guys may know me on TikTok as Mello. For today's video, I'm going to be showing you guys how I do my everyday makeup look, as you can see. If you guys want to see how I achieve this look, please keep on watching. Don't forget my videos are all about good vibes only, so if you're not with it, then get to it. Alright guys, so I did my eyebrows off camera. If you guys want a more in-depth video on how I do them, then you guys can comment down below and let me know. So the first thing I go in with is my Beauty Creations Flawless Stay Primer Stick Matte. This is what it looks like. And I just twist it up a little bit. I'm going to go in with this dual-ended brush. So yeah, I'm going to just use this end and then I take it and I put it all over my face, just like this. And I like it because it's matte. I really like a matte base. So after my primer, I'm going to go in with my Beauty Creations Flawless Stay Concealer in full coverage in the shade C12. Looks like this. A nice big old fluffy brush. Kind of reminds me of the Shape Tape from Tarte. And I'm just going to apply it on like my very little blemishes that I see, that I spot. This is basically my foundation. And then I'm just going to take a little bit and I put a little bit under my eye just to give it that extra coverage and to blend everything else together. So I'm going to let this sit for a couple seconds and I'm going to take my beauty sponge and then just blend all of this. Okay, after I'm done blending this out, I'm going to take my e.l.f. 16-Hour Camo Concealer Matte Finish in the shade Medium Sand. And I'm just going to show you guys where I put it. I put it right under my eyes. Very little though, not too much. A little bit on my nose, cupid, chin, and forehead. Then I'm going to grab a very little, put it right there. Going in with this brush and blending this all in. Going in with my beauty blender and blending out the rest. Okay, now I'm done with that step. I'm going to take my Milani liquid contour in the shade Honey Mid. Putting that where you normally contour, which is right here. I take it down my nose, of course. So as you can see, I put it on my forehead, my cheekbones, my nose, my jawline, and around my mouth to make my lips more popping. Now that I'm done with my blush, I'm going to take my Pro Fix stick in another color, Vanilla 05, and I'm going to make my contour a little bit more sharp with this. Just like that. Under. I'm just going to blend everything together one last time. Okay, now to set my face, I'm taking my Maybelline Fit Me Matte Poreless in the shade 100 Translucent. First, I'm going to set my under eye, and then I'll go all over with my face. Just taking a little bit like this on a Morphe E48. Also got it from the James Charles collection. Just taking a little bit right underneath my eye to make sure that's very, very set. Okay, I'm going to take my Hoola by Benefit to bronze up my face. And I'm going to use a Morphe M405, also from the collection. Going in with the same bronzer to contour my nose. Taking the same bronzer, I'm going to put this all over my eyelid just so it can blend everything else out together. Time for blush, going in with my NYX Buttermilk Blush in the shade My Butter Half 01. Going to be using the other side of this brush. It's so pigmented, so be careful when you apply it. I'm going to go very high on my cheekbones, and again, a little bit under my eye. This is such a pretty color, literally. A little bit on the forehead, the nose of course, chin. Now we're gonna bake. I'm going in with my Airspun in Honey Beige. Now with this, I'm just gonna set my under eye, well, bake my under eye. Using a Crusty Beauty Blender to bake my face. Okay, so I'm going to let this sit and I'll come back to you guys when it's done. Okay, now that I'm done baking, I'm going to go in with my Morphe E48 brush. I'm just going to set this like so. I'm not really pressing it off. I'm not really removing it. I'm just pressing it in. Like so. Okay, now that I removed that powder, I'm going to go in with the same Airspun powder and just sharpen up my contour again. But immediately remove it because then you'll get a harsh line. Now for setting spray, I have two favorites. I have the Mario Badescu and then the Max Fix Plus, but obviously I don't have that one, so I'm going to be using this one today. Shake it up a bit. I have eyelash extensions, so I have to be careful with those. I like to drench my face, as you can see, till it's set. While that's setting, I'm going to remove the excess off my lips and brush out my eyelash extensions. Just to speed up the process. Now, last step, going in with my very old BH Dark Side Cosmetics palette with my Morphe M50 for a highlight. I'm taking the shade, oh my gosh, it's so tan, the shade Gleam. It's just my favorite highlight, like I can't get rid of it. As you can see, this is why, like, beautiful. Just putting it where you would normally put your highlight. Every time I put this highlight on, it's like the same reaction from when I first got it. Shock. Taking a smaller brush, this is a very old e.l.f. concealer brush. Taking the same shade on my brow bone. And then adding a little bit into my inner corner. Also, don't forget the nose. Now for lips, I just like a really basic lip oil or lip gloss, so I'm going to take my e.l.f. Glow Reviver lip oil in the shade Pink Quartz. And here is my final everyday makeup look. I hope you guys liked it, and if you guys did, please don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. And like I always say in all my videos are all about good vibes only, so if you're not with it, then get to it. See you guys next time.